is my first video in a very, very long time, about 10 years. Breathe. I'm trying to find myself. I'm trying to figure out what everything is all about. I've been on YouTube for about 3 years now, getting a lot of good stuff. I've been learning about manifestation and faith and Christ consciousness, healthier living, believe it or not. And I wanted to be here because I'm writing a book now, and I'll be publishing it pretty soon. I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid of the message. I'm afraid of the success. I'm afraid of this failure. I want this to be great. I cashed in all of my chips. I left my job of 11 years, state pension, all of that. 3 years ago, I had a miscarriage, a nervous breakdown, a second miscarriage, near-death experience. In between those times, I decided to start a nonprofit. I love to write, and the writing brought the book out. What's holding me back is me. I'm here mumbling and talking weird and not making any sense, and probably getting a lot of thumbs down right now, and that's okay. But this is my first video where I'm trying to express who I am. I don't think I did a good job this first time, but I'll be back. What can I talk about today? Psalm 91. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Do you know how full that is? He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High. It's nothing external. It's right inside of us, the secret place. She who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Not the shadow of death, not the shadow of worst case scenarios, but the shadow of the Almighty. And that's where I've been for these past 3 years. I guess it made more sense if I would have flowed into my story. I'm from a little town called Mullen, South Carolina. I came here to southern New Jersey when I was a college graduate ready to start my life, and became a social worker. I paused right there. Not out of disgust, but I got the life that I ordered, but it wasn't the life that I really wanted. You ever been to a restaurant and order something you will tolerate, but it wasn't really the thing you wanted? I always wanted to help people, but the capacity of a social worker didn't feel 100% like a fit for me. I was still in my head. I still had, high ideals and imagination. But over time, that idealism turned into cynicism, and I had to go. And sometimes if you don't go on your own, you'll get pushed out, and Mother Nature pushed me out. I suffered a miscarriage with my husband, and it brought me to my knees, literally, and I really had to take stock of where I am. And I'm still not, because I'm still processing and blaming others for certain things, and I know that's not complete. If I can point fingers, then I still have things that I need to do. But in the course of that time, a character that had always been in my head reminded me of that she was there. The protagonist in my story is me. And in around 2005, she first gave birth into my heart. And I pushed her aside because I had life to do. But life, it wasn't bad, but life sucked a lot. But it sucked and got better and better and better, and I kept holding me back, and I kept knowingly holding me back. This isn't a revelation that I've been holding myself back. And there's nothing against social work or working for the government or anything like that. It was just time for me to go, and I'm finally realizing that it wasn't, oh, it was the man, it was this, it was that. It was, time had expired for me personally. I just couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't pretend to fit in where I just never fit in anywhere. I couldn't, I have freeform, rather unattractive locks. But I love them. Love me now. Put on a lot of weight. That's the reason for my first video. My first video is just to say that I would like to lose weight, hold myself accountable right here on film. So to all of you that are here and that suffered me for the past 6.5 minutes, thank you. I don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, but I'm going to be doing something. So this is Miss Odessa.